Alright, so looking at the charts right now, getting ready for PM sessions, just starting here. So this is really optimal time to look for trade entry. And here, this is kind of what I'm looking at are these SMTs with ES and NQ. They have the higher time frame SMT here, and then we just saw this one right here. Lay all those out for you so you guys can follow along with what I'm seeing. And then based on this, we're going to look for a short entry. And so far it looks pretty good. We had 3 drives higher here into this volume imbalance, right? And we can see we nicely rejected off of that right there 3 times. So looking pretty bearish here until, proven otherwise. Only looking for shorts in play. Ideally, we look for something into here, sell side, internal at the minimum. That's a good place to take some partial profits. So yeah, the only thing that is a little bit alarming though is this here. We also have an SMT to the bullish side, but that's not going to be as precedented because the high time frame liquidity here was taken. So that's kind of more important to me when I'm looking at finding my bias. So I do really like shorts here. If you have any questions, just go ahead and type them in chat. Let me know. Let's see if I can. And then if you are looking for shorts, right, you can obviously look for this for like a TP1 type of deal, internal. And after that, discount premium, we could even look for a move all the way down into the 084 area. It's almost a 100-point move. Hourly chart here. Okay, let's take a look at like the 90-minute. Alright, so this order block here in the 90-minute is also a pretty good area if you're looking for a take profit. So we'll mark that out. Yeah, actually should be kind of up here. This is like the start of that move down, right? And this is what takes liquidity. So probably should be having it up there. So if you're looking for shorts, you can get a nice 30, 40-point move here to the downside before you even look for profit taking. Maybe take a trim here, right to there, and then runners to discount or something like that is not a bad idea. So we'll keep that on the screen. Yeah, this is looking pretty bearish to me. So just for a demo, let's just go ahead and see if we can't get an entry for a demo trade here. Now what's difficult about this is trying to find a good entry because you don't want this to run away without you, but you also don't want to enter if your risk is higher than your first take profit. So if you're already in this trade, that's great, but bias definitely showing bearish though, for sure. Shorten this. Label this as a 2-minute fair value gap because that's what that is. We'll label this as our volume imbalance on the 1 minute here. Cool. So now you can see everything pretty clearly here. We also have this 1 minute fair value gap here. And this is also a 5-minute fair value gap here that also held. So sorry for that little lag there. My internet is not cooperating. Alright, starting to see a crackdown here. So I actually am short on eval account from 68. So from up here, took a stab. What I don't want to see now would be like a purge of this and then bounce. Like if we get underneath this low, I want to see it just free fall down to at least this internal sell side. So we'll see. This will kind of be a good dictation of how clean the price action is, because if we get under this low, it should just free fall. So there it goes, gets under the low there. Now we should see this pretty much free fall down for the internal here. There it goes. Now we're starting to see, this is where we start to see the price action. It's just not clean. You can see it here, really choppy in here. And that's most likely due to such an energetic AM session, right? We got a little bit of chop here, but other than that, it's pretty clean, just down and up. A lot of movement there. So here, I'm gonna keep holding this. we go. There it goes. Nice quick move down. So that took my partial right there at 49 or whatever it was. Decent trade there. Now I'm going to try to hold with stops at break even here. Buy stop, break even. And we're going to try and hold this to 35 if it allows. However, it looks like this might just reverse here if you're taking internal sell side. We'll see here. Bias was pretty much spot on though, which is nice to see. Right? SMT, SMT. Volume balance, rejected a few times. Then we saw the rejection off the 2-minute fair value gap here. And then some pretty bearish wicks here, just showing we're going to keep falling on down. Pretty clear cut there. Alright, so now that internal's been taken, there's not much to say here. Either we're going to come down and take full profits at 35 here, or we are going to get stopped at break even on the way up. So either way, it's just kind of hands-off trading from here. Also, ES did take those lows as well. Oops. And I mean, this in here is something of a breaker as well, right? So we'll see if we get underneath that, but very well could hold. It's just kind of just a gamble within here. That's why I went ahead and took profits at this internal and this leading runners now, because it's difficult to say whether this bullish breaker is going to hold or not. Yeah. This bearish order flow here, right? These nice PD rays in the low time frame being respected very well could have just been used for this sweep. You know, some people try to go long here, right, to try to get back up to these highs. This is just kind of that stop run for this low here, and then to then take off into these highs. You could very well see that happening. So stops at break even here. If we push higher, then maybe we'll look for a long for one last trade of the PM session. That's kind of what I'm looking at here. here we have a 1 minute FEG here. Under this, and we should see a push back down under these lows here, in my opinion. Just kind of all depends how this closes here. Closed right at that FEG bottom, so no close under yet. Take a look at the 30-second. Yeah, looks good here, so nothing in the 2 minute yet. So 1 minute's the only FEG, which is kind of what you want to see if you're looking for more downside confirmation, right? All right, see if this closes under here. 7 seconds left. So we did get the close under, so it does look like we're going to continue lower here. So we'll change this to the IFVG here, right? Alright, let's see if this will crack on down here. I am going to trail my stop here on my trade to just above this IFEG, because if you get back above this IFEG, you know, it's either going to chop around a little bit probably, or we're going to head higher. You know, if we get back above this, if we get back above this IFEG and then it knifes afterwards, then I just have to tip my cap and say, okay, market, you're super sloppy today, so I don't want to be in this trade anyways. So here we are. See if we can't get back down under this low here. This little tiny FEG here did hold, even though I'm not too interested in this just because it's so small. Way more so interested in that IFEG. Just staying under that is kind of what I'm focusing on. And this 30-second FEG also looks pretty decent here too. There we go. Now we're getting that crack on down. That's exactly what I was looking for. Pretty solid callouts here this morning. So I'm going to go ahead and trim a little bit off of the purge of this low here. And there we go. Getting down deeper here, and there it goes into this line here. I had some limits that just perfectly filled at that low. 35.75 I had limits, so I got filled there. And that will take me out of the trade completely. So I have a few micros running here on a funded account. Other than that, I'm fully out of this position though. So if you have any questions on that trade, why I took that trade, anything like that, just let me know.